Hey, this is Crumish. I'm just recording this as sort of a quick, I guess, tutorial of a couple of things to do with Lucius speedrunning. Since I know there's a couple of people who've been interested in getting into it, but have been put off by some of the tricks and things. There are existing resources to help learn the run, but they are not recorded in very high quality. Unfortunately, didn't have very good internet at the time. Um, I'm not going to do any editing on this. I'm just going to freeform it, so if it's scuffed, that's why. And I'm also not going to do a full run. If you want to see the full run, go watch the any percent record to see the full route. I'm just going to be talking about some of the tricks and things to help people out. Stuff that's not obvious just from watching that run. First things first, you should be playing on the latest version of Lucius from Steam. And you should be playing on keyboard and mouse, but you should also have a controller plugged in. Unfortunately, my controller is broken, so I can't show you, but any cutscene in this game which you can hold the spacebar to skip can be skipped instantly if you have a controller just by holding B. So for example, this cutscene here could be skipped instantly. Not all cutscenes in the game can be skipped though, like this one cannot be skipped. But it still saves a significant amount of time over the course of the entire run. Next, let's look at clipping out of bounds from the tutorials. So the reason you clip out of bounds from the tutorials is to try and skip dialogue lines. If you just try and do this normally, whoops, you need to wait for a bunch of dialogue from Lucifer before it'll let you progress. If you go out of bounds, it will not trigger the dialogue lines, and so you can skip that. Now to get out of bounds, there's sort of two main methods. The sort of easier one is the beach ball. So this is like a modified version of the normal beach ball clip that we use throughout the run. It's modified because there's no chair here, and so it's a bit more difficult to stay in the little nook here. But basically to do it, you just grab the beach ball while inside here, and you can either drop it a couple times if you need to, or spam your inventory to get out. Usually if you spam your inventory, you can get out pretty effectively. And then do the tutorial from out of bounds. Now, let me just start a new game just to show you the other method. The other method is wardrobe clip. It's faster, but it's also more difficult, and you can end up soft-locking your game by doing it. Like I said, there is a cutscene that you can skip if you have a controller. Unfortunately, I have to sit through all this again. The one caveat with the wardrobe clip is that it needs to stay on the hinges. I'll try and show you what I mean by this. I'll do the clip, and then in the next tutorial I'll show you what I mean by it's not on the hinges. Actually, I can show you on this door what I mean by not on the hinges. Hopefully. So, see how the door flew off the hinges there? If that happens for the wardrobe, you will not be able to clip off of it. And it's all just a matter of sort of how you open it and things. If the wardrobe does go off the hinges, it's not run over though, because you can still do the beach ball to get out. In some levels, I think even in the record, I used the beach ball in one of the levels.
Lucius, there you are, and here I am, finally, face to face.
So, you grab it from about here to open it without breaking the hinges off.
You know who I am, don't you?
Unfortunately, I did break the hinges off.
I've come
So
to
this,
speak to you about your
see how it's moving?
boy. Each
This
offer
won't
you
work.
bring me will make
You can still
big
try.
and mighty.
But anyway, and then you move towards this
It's a
sort of
simple thing
line
to do,
in the
Lucius.
door.
You can
I'm just
influence your
gonna
future
clip with the beach
become
ball,
a
and then the
master
next
of all.
level I'll show how to do it properly, hopefully. Can just progress. Okay, this is the normal version of the beach ball clip. It's much easier. All you have to do is sort of get in there and start pressing, spamming inventory. If it doesn't work after like 3 or 4 taps of the inventory button, drop the beach ball and pick it up again to try and reposition. Or if you end up like that, drop it, pick it up again. You should be sprinting and holding forward and left like this as you're doing it. And usually you'll just get out of bounds. And then here there's like a hole in the wall to get in. Now I'm not going to go grab all the items. Normally you would go grab all the items in this level. And then you would use the beach ball to get on top of the railing. Or not the beach ball, sorry. You'd use another two-handed object, use the book to get on top of the railing so that you can get back over. That's very easy to do. You just grab it and walk onto it, so I'm not going to show that. I'm just going to very quickly do this level so we can get into the tutorial. Water bottles there, by the way. Some people were wondering. So I will say, in the world record, I do the tutorial for level 2 out of bounds. That is the hardest trick in the whole run, and is very difficult to practice. It is just practice, there's no randomness. I mean, there's randomness in clipping out of bounds, but being able to do the entire tutorial from out of bounds is a matter of practice. But yeah, it is very difficult to practice, and it's a very challenging thing to do. I've only ever gotten it in a full run once, and then that was the world record. That's how I got the world record. If you want to see the easier way to do it, the current record as of 30th of September, my run, in no shooting, does level 2 the way, does level 2 from inbounds for the first part, and then it gets out of bounds, I believe. The hard part about doing it from out of bounds is trying to put the little car into the box when you can't see the car or the box. The other parts are easy to do. So normally what we used to do before I found out that you could do it from out of bounds, is you would do the car inbounds, clip out, and then do the rest from out of bounds so you skip dialogue. Remember, like I said, all these cutscenes can be skipped with the controller.
Hello, Lucius. Here
I would not do this normally, but I'm just going to clip out of bounds. Once you're on level 2 or beyond, and you're trying to do the wardrobe, you can use the beach ball to get you out of the wall. Sometimes you'll end up stuck in this wall, and if you don't have access to the beach ball, you'll soft lock. But if the beach ball's there, you can telekinesis it to yourself and grab it to get out of the wall. So this is what the door should look like if you want to actually clip. See how it's still on the hinges? And we want to go in about here on the door, and that will give us the launch, but it won't work every time. If you go here, it won't launch you, it'll just snap back. And you're just walking into it, and then hopefully it will just launch you out of bounds. It can launch you various distances, but I don't know how to control that distance that it launches you. Is there anything else? I'm not going to do everything to get to kill cancelling, but just so people know what kill cancelling is, it's where you shoot the gun as you're transitioning to the end of level 4. So all you have to do is equip the gun before you use telekinesis on level 4, and then as it's fading out, you can whip out the gun by right-clicking and then left-click to shoot. The only other caveat then is that anytime that you go onto a new level that you're going to kill cancel, you need to full restart the game. Otherwise the game has a very high chance of crashing. Almost guaranteed to crash. The only other trick that I can think of that's sort of needs an explanation is map walking, which isn't really used that much, but it is used to get a one-shot kill on Fiery Furnace. So the way you map walk is you open up the journal, then open up the map, then close the journal. And it allows you to walk around, see on the arrow that I'm walking around here. So like walk backwards, you can see my camera is disconnected from my character.
Don't worry, Lucius. Mary is now in a much
Now
better
on
place.
that level, I'm not going to go all the way to it because I don't want to put in the effort, to be honest. But all you have to do is stand there, do a map walk, and then let the level transition. When you come back in, the zoom effect won't be triggered, and then you just launch your fireball at him as you walk forward. That'll trigger the zoom, and you get the one shot. I believe that is everything. Let me just give one more. I'll show off beach ball clip again, I guess, because some people are having a lot of difficulty with it. Like I said, sprint forward left in the corner, spam infantry. If it doesn't work for a couple times, stop, drop the beach ball, pick it up again and go. Okay, so we get in there, pick up the beach ball, sprinting. Sometimes sprinting will just get you out, like that. But if it doesn't, spam infantry. Alright. Thanks for watching, I guess. I hope this has been helpful for the people who are crazy enough to learn Lucius as a speedrun. My final recommendation is to protect your sanity, learn no kill cancelling. Or no shooting, it's called, sorry. I think it's a much more interesting for viewers, at least. The any percent run is interesting as a routing exercise, but for viewers, I think no shooting is better. There is one more glitch in no shooting that I should discuss, and that's the holy day skip. You can't use it in any percent because if you try to do it, you'll end up with too low of a level of mind control, and you'll softlock the game. But in no kill cancelling and no shooting, sorry, you can use it because you have more levels of mind control because you're not doing the kill cancelling glitch. All you do is in the level 3 tutorial, you grab the beach ball and use telekinesis on it to cause a game over. That's it. That's all you have to do. Then you repeat the kill that you just did, and it will skip the entirety of level of Holy Day Slip. Very simple to do. I think that's it. If I think of anything else, I'll probably do another video, or you can just ask me. If you have any questions, just message me on Twitch. I'm happy to answer. I would like more people to get into Lucius, although I admit the run's not great. But it would be great to see more people contesting the record. Maybe that'll get me motivated to run this game again. Alright, thanks a lot.